Welcome to Australia for round one of the 2005 FIA Formula One World Championship.
First lap completed, the field looks like this. Alonso leads, Raikkonen second, third is Michael Schumacher, Button is fourth, Montoya is fifth, Rubens Barrichello is right on his tail, Coulthard is seventh, and Felipe Massa eighth.
16th place, P16.
Drivers start their third lap, Alonso leads. He's now the fastest man on the circuit. Raikkonen second, third is Michael Schumacher, Button is fourth. Juan Pablo Montoya is right on his tail, Barrichello is sixth, Coulthard is seventh, and Felipe Massa is eighth.
Reliability has not been an issue for any of the teams so far today, with the race yet to see its first retirement. out in the Renault pits.
It looks as if they'll be bringing in one of their drivers this lap.
Out of our commentary box window, we can see the Ferrari mechanics preparing for action.
We can see plenty of activity down in the McLaren garage now.
It looks as if they'll be bringing in one of their drivers this lap. Alonso drives into the pits.
He's the first of the front runners to make his stop, which means he was obviously running a little bit light on fuel in qualifying yesterday.
Well done, your consistent driving is moving up the field well. Great time for that last sector.
Let's take a look at the current top 8 scoring positions. Raikkonen leads. He's lapping faster than anybody at the moment. Michael Schumacher is second. Button is third. He continues to expand the gap between himself and David Coulthard. Massa is fifth. Fisichella sixth. Takuma Sato is right on his tail. And Christian Klein is in eighth. It's the familiar figure of Kimi Raikkonen, who is fastest through the first sector. Out of our commentary box window, we can see the Ferrari mechanics preparing for action.
They'll be getting ready to receive Michael Schumacher.
It looks as if the BAR mechanics are preparing for a stop.
In position.
I can see the Williams mechanics out in the pit lane.
They'll be bringing in one of their cars this lap. We can see plenty of activity down in the McLaren garage now.
They'll be getting ready to receive Kimi Raikkonen.
Next lap, you're scheduled to stop. Reminder to stop next lap. We need 100% from you over the next few laps. Jarno Trulli's due in for a stop, and if you're lucky, you can pass him in the pits.
Into the pits comes the race leader. He's in for his first stop on lap number 5. Schumacher pits.
Jenson Button takes to the pit lane. He makes his first stop on lap 5. The Red Bull mechanics are out in the pit lane.
You have fifth position.
Kimi Raikkonen exits the pits. He rejoins the race in 9th. Felipe Massa has completed his stop.
He rejoins in 14th. Klein speeds away from his garage. He should slot back into 16th place. The Red Bull mechanics are out in the pit lane. David Coulthard will be pitting this lap. It looks as if the BAR mechanics are preparing for a stop. They'll be getting ready to receive Takuma Sato.
Great time for sector 1. Keep it going.
I can see the Williams mechanics out in the pit lane.
That must be for Nick Heidfeld.
There's movement down in the Toyota pits.
It looks as if they'll be bringing in one of their drivers this lap.
That looks like an engine failure for one of the Saubers. That's Jacques. Jacques Villeneuve is out of the Grand Prix.
Remember to come in at the end of this lap. Your stop is at the end of this lap.
True grit and determination from Jarno Trulli. He's just set the fastest time in Sector 2. Christian Albers is now the fastest man on the circuit through the second sector.
We need 100% from you over the next few laps. Jarno Trulli is due in for a stop, and if you're lucky, you can pass him in the pits.
Coulthard is in the pits.
Into the pits comes Takuma Sato. He makes his first stop on lap 6.
Jarno Trulli's coming into the pit lane now. It's a great opportunity to make up some ground, to really give it your best shot. It's all down to this stop now. Take us a great one. You may be able to leapfrog up the field.
Heidfeld comes in for his stop.
I think you can do it. You're back out in front of Jarno Trulli.
The mechanics are out in the Renault pits.
Giancarlo Fisichella will be pitting this lap.
There's movement down in the Toyota pits. That must be for Ralf Schumacher. This is lap 7. Fisichella leads. Ralf Schumacher is second. Alonso is third. Kimi Raikkonen is right on his tail. In 5th is Michael Schumacher. Jenson Button in 6th. Montoya 7th. And Barrichello is in 8th. He's currently lapping faster than anybody else on the racetrack. The race leader enters the pits. He's in for his first stop on lap number 7.
Cloud overhead at the moment. We'll update you as things change.
Ralf Schumacher enters the pits.
There's only 5 laps of the race left. If you want to finish ahead of Sato, you're going to have to make your move now. Get in your grass now. It's the big 5.
Fisichella exits the pits.
He should slot back into 7th place.
Ralf Schumacher exits the pit lane.
He'll rejoin in 11th place.
Find some speed if you can. The gap's increased to 3.6 seconds.
We're now 3/4 of the way into the race. Alonso leads. He's now the fastest man on the circuit. Raikkonen second. Third is Michael Schumacher. Button is 4th. Montoya is 5th. Barrichello is 6th. Giancarlo Fisichella is 7th after his first stop. And in 8th place is David Coulthard.
You lost the time on that lap. He came to 8 tenths faster. Dig in!
Christian Albers is making his move on Ralf Schumacher. Ralf is definitely the slower of the two at the moment. Ralf Schumacher is doing well. He's managed to pull back 3/10 in the first sector that time through.
You made up some good ground on that last lap. The gap's been reduced by 3/10 of a second. Good second sector. Your best so far for this session.
Christian Albers is now the fastest man on the circuit through sector 2. Ralf Schumacher has dropped 3/10 in the middle sector. He's really going to have to keep his concentration. As we head into the final few laps, Alonso leads, Raikkonen second, third is Michael Schumacher, Button is 4th, Montoya is 5th, Barrichello is 6th. 5 seconds behind him is Giancarlo Fisichella, and in 8th place is David Coulthard.
You shortened the gap by half a second last lap.
Ralf Schumacher gave away half a second on that lap.
session. You just reduced the gap by 0.2 a second over that last lap.
Ralf Schumacher is lapping a second and a half slower than the car behind him. Certainly looks as though Ralf Schumacher may lose his position here. Christian Albers is on him like a rash.
Narain Kapikani has started to catch up to Nick Heidfeld.
11th position, okay, P11 right now. You're losing time. You dropped 0.8 seconds during that lap. Fernando Alonso just started his final lap. He's out in front and I reckon he'll take the win. Heading for the start now, try and stay there. 10th position.
Giancarlo Fisichella is starting to close the gap to Rubens Barrichello. Only one more lap to go and the current race order looks like this. Alonso leads. Raikkonen second. Third is Michael Schumacher. Jenson Button is just 2 seconds back. Montoya is fifth. Barrichello is sixth. Fisichella seventh. David Coulthard doesn't appear to have the car underneath him at the moment and is falling back in eighth.
Keep an eye on your car condition indicator. The tyres are showing signs of wear. This will affect grip. That is just about the fastest you've been through the second sector in this session. 9th position, 9th at the moment.
Here comes the leaders approaching the finish. Fernando Alonso powers across the finish line and takes the 10 points. Raikkonen second. Michael Schumacher third.